What's up, guys? I'm back with another video. I picked up this iMac G4 pretty recently. It was actually a little bit ago. I physically got it pretty recently. It was for sale in Ottawa, which is about 450 kilometers away from me, but also happens to be where my brother lives. So I had him pick it up for me, and he brought it back when he came back for Christmas. So here it is. So there you go. It's an 800 megahertz 17-inch, which is nice because it will support macOS 9, DVD drive, just the standard stuff. 32 megabytes video memory, so that's pretty good, since the quickest you could get an iMac G4 was, an iMac G3 was 16, I want to say, and that was only on the 700 megahertz and maybe 600, I think. So yeah, some idiot. I shouldn't say that. It was an older person. I just don't understand why they did this. So this computer was presumably shipped to their house, and instead of just, like using a Sharpie or something to cover up their address, they just cut a giant hole out of it, and they did that on the side of it here also. But I paid $50 for this, so I'm not really too concerned. Now that being said, I haven't plugged it in yet. I literally got it and was like, okay, great, and then moved it down here, and I'm like, well, I'll make a video on it, and then I'll test it then. And that was, a week and a half ago, and I've yet to make a video, so it's time to do that. I still have to make a video on the flower power, but I will, don't worry. Unfortunately, I did know this. They did not have the keyboard or mouse anymore. I don't know where it would have went. But there's the package of CDs, which presumably have macOS 9 and also 10, 10.2, install disk 2, 10.2, install disk 1, hardware test, software restore. I don't know, bunch of discs. And, of course, this is normally where you'd find the keyboard. And there's this big bag, which I assume went over the screen or something. Apple Care. I'm not really sure what this would have been. User guide. So again, this is where the keyboard would have been, this is where the mouse would have been. And I, of course, also had a keyboard and mouse for this computer, and recently sold it with the iMac G4 that I sold, so that sucks. But I do have a mouse, I just don't have a keyboard, but whatever. My initial plan actually was to just pick this up and resell it. So, I mean, I'm not going to, I don't think, but that was my plan originally. I don't know what this is. Jesus. Oh my god. You know what though? I have one of these somewhere. And it did work. It's just a Wi-Fi stick. Why you wouldn't just buy an airport card, I don't really understand. Probably cost less than this, but that's fine. Okay, no, this is what would have went around the screen. So I don't know what the other thing was, if I'm being honest. More plastic. It's like you throw out the mouse and keyboard, but you keep like all this plastic, which I mean, I appreciate that they did, but I don't really understand why. got the speakers here. Nice. Just gonna set these here. Now I gotta try to remember how this comes out of here. This comes down. It's some dumb design, I remember that. Let me get the cord out of here. It's kind of in the way. I'm gonna do this a different way. Like, there we go. Okay. Nice and light. Lighter than an iMac G3, which isn't that hard to beat because they weigh a lot. Okay. The screen is kind of can't support itself that well. Heavy. It's too heavy. Okay, let's try it out. Cord, of course, has styrofoam melted to it. It's always good. Plug in the speakers, just for the fun of it. It also came with this, which is an iSight camera, and I already have one with the box. But it actually didn't have the camera in it. But I have one that was not in the box, just loose as well, so I actually do, it is complete now, so that's good. A good sign so far. Also a good sign. That is incredibly annoying. My go-to mouse and keyboard from my Blueberry. My brother was nice enough to step on. Didn't break it. And it was my fault, but still funny. While this is doing whatever it's doing, I'm going to find my Mac OS 9 install disk, which should be in here, but of course isn't, because why would I put anything back to where it needs to be? Although, you know what? I'm just going to use the discs from this machine. We'll use these to install discs. This thing is incredibly slow. Either got tons of stuff on it or the hard drive is terrible. Because it's booting up slower than a iMac G3 would. Running 10.4. Okay, did they already reinstall Mac on this thing? Okay. I don't need to reinstall Mac. Makes that easier. Okay, I'm sure that was really easy to watch. Fun. Okay. Here we go. Screen's pretty crisp on it, so that's a nice plus. Sure. I'm actually gonna go ahead and not set this thing up Nah, I'm going to. Okay, let me fill this out briefly. And we're back. So you can see it's 800 megahertz with 760, what was it? 8 megabytes of RAM. 80 gigabyte hard drive, nice. Yeah, it's a pretty decent machine. Definitely not bad for $100 or $50. It's just the screen is. I think I've only had one 17-inch computer. Maybe two. No, I think I had one without a box, one with a box, and I sold it. So yeah. Awesome. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and yeah, it'll probably be a couple weeks before that one comes out, or before any new video comes out, because if you watch these videos, in the background you will have seen some interesting vehicles. And I recently just bought that. It's hard to see, but it's a 1991 Mustang, and it's an automatic. I'm next weekend swapping a manual transmission into it, I think. It might be the following weekend, but either way, I'm going to be busy. And then once the manual's in it, I then have to take the dash out to fix the heater. Basically, coolant runs through it, and it's leaking, so I have to do that. And then I plan on repainting the car as well. Possibly swapping the motor too, so it's definitely a project, and my time is going to be kind of switching a little bit to focus on that a bit more. So there still will be videos, they're just going to be a bit more spaced apart. Yeah, and on that note, I have recently gathered every keyboard and mouse now. I have every single color computer, and realistically I don't need any more, so I'm probably not going to be buying any more because there's no need to. I have a lot of boxed computers, all of which are in decent shape. That one's worth, I don't even know, a lot. Yeah, so at this point it'll probably just be making videos upgrading or fixing the existing computers that I have, or just, you know, talking about the ones that I have, because at this point I don't really need to buy anymore. I don't have anywhere to put anymore, and I already have all the colors, I have all the keyboards. It's just not necessary anymore. So yeah, anyways, like I said, do expect videos to keep coming out, just spaced farther apart, not a year apart like, you know, they have been previously. But yeah, hope that you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please feel free to like and subscribe.